instincts kicked in. Why didn't your instincts kick in day one when you gave birth? Why? Because I was there. It didn't kick in. It didn't kick in. When the nurses came in and told you, can they talk to you about yourself? You're like, no. Just go ahead and put it out there, whatever's wrong. Yeah, and they said you had chlamydia. Your motherly instincts didn't kick in. They said we had to do a C-section. Guess what? You refused. You didn't want to mess up your little tattoo. Or you didn't want to get cut, right?
Natalie said that Chrisean didn't want you on the show. Was it because...
I don't want to blame Blue, but I feel like he has a lot to do with how she was moving. She was already kind of moving a little weird, but it's like once she got with him, it was like...
It was a different person.
It was a total different person. My mom would call me and cry.
Chrisean stays messy on these streets, and the king of tea, Jason Lee, seems to be out to expose her, allegedly. So we've been known that she drank heavily and hit that blunt every chance she got while carrying Junior. But honey, they say that she also had chlamydia. Now this expose came from Chrisean's sister Tarine, who was at the hospital with Chrisean when she was in labor. According to Tarine, the doctors told Chrisean that she had chlamydia and it would be ill-advised to birth Junior naturally. However, Chrisean refused to do a C-section because it would mess up her tattoo. This tattoo in question is a cursive print beneath her abdomen declaring that her privates belong to Jonathan, aka Blueface, if you know what I mean. Which is kind of funny given all the men that she's been with since Blueface got incarcerated. If we counting, Chrisean should be on her 5th man right now. Yep, there is a new man in the picture. She started out with K Suave, next was Glock Savage, and those wore out really fast. Then she moved on to Figgy, and again that ended almost as soon as it began. According to Chrisean, Figgy cheated on her with his ex. So she hopped over to Beau, and it really looked like that one was going to last. The two of them were out here displaying PDA like no other. Chrisean was catching flights and feelings, showing up in every city with Beau. However, like they say, nothing lasts forever, and from the looks of it, Chrisean just might be the problem. So now she's with another man that has been identified as Baby Chief. Chrisean posted a video caressing all over this man's face. Now she took it down real fast, but not before the people recorded it, and now it's everywhere. Not much is known about this new man, except that he is actually fine as hell. Chrisean, sis, we do not blame you. But let's see how long before Baby Chief gets tired of waking up to Blueface's face. Now y'all know when Chrisean gets into these relationships, she kind of loses herself to the point of claiming her man's gang or getting 1 or 2 insignias to identify with it. This time it's a nail set that she had done with the number 33 on it, which is the gang that Baby Chief reportedly belongs to. At the moment, multiple sources have confirmed that Baby Chief is traveling with Chrisean while she's filming a new season of Baddies. But let's backtrack here and talk about what's really important. Junior's health. A lot of people noticed that something wasn't right with him from the jump, and now we know why. Not only was he dealing with fetal alcohol syndrome like the internet doctors rightly diagnosed him with, because multiple people actually confirmed that Chrisean drank through her pregnancy, and we saw it with our own eyes. Junior was also dealing with the repercussions of coming out an infected canal. According to sources, just about 2 to 10% of women have chlamydia while pregnant, and it could be because of a lot of reasons. From being with an infected individual to having a previous dormant infection, but to find out about it on the day of labor is pretty wild. In other sense, we can throw antenatal care out the window because if the doctors were just finding out that Chrisean had chlamydia while she was in labor, that means she wasn't attending any hospital visits whatsoever throughout her pregnancy. Instead, she stayed visiting clubs and smoke shops around the city.
FaceTime her, she's like smoking a joint.
Full
on pregnant.
While she's pregnant.
Full on pregnant. Smoking a joint.
Like,
and I said, aren't you? And she's like, shh. And I'm like, there ain't no shh. I'm like, the baby's in the stomach. Like,
yeah.
no giving. You know what I mean?
Weak forgiving. That was a weak apology. I shouldn't even have to apologize to you because we all was drinking, even you, with the baby and stuff. Why are you lying? There you go. You did pull up to your show drinking. There you gave go. me the bottle. There you go.
At this point, Chrisean might have a vendetta against hospitals because for months after Junior was born, she refused to take him to the hospital to get his hernia treated. The hernia in question was the inguinal one. That's when a small part of the intestine slips through a weak spot in the lower abdominal wall, usually near the groin area. It's pretty common in infants, especially baby boys, and it often shows up as a soft bulge that becomes more noticeable when the baby cries or strains. Usually it is painless, but after a while it starts to get really bad, putting the baby in a tumultuous amount of pain. pain. From this new report that Chrisean had chlamydia while birthing Junior, it just makes things 10 times worse. Jason Lee has been allegedly dragging Chrisean left, right, and center concerning this, but baby, Chrisean does not seem to give a care in the world. She is reported to be out filming a new series of baddies while popping out with a brand new man. When it rains, it pours, guys.
He says it's because you didn't take the kid to a doctor's appointment. You wanted to go to a show. That's cap.
That's cap.
Okay.
What show?
I guess he said that there were doctor's appointments that you missed because you wanted to go to a show, and that he had to force you to go to the doctor's appointments.
No, he didn't. We don't even talk like that. You want to see the messages?
No.
We talk about
No.
how good my is. We don't talk about Junior. That's up to me to handle. Yeah, he's geeking. He's lying.
Meanwhile, here's what a couple people have to say about this whole mess. This person said, "This girl is going to crash and burn, and the only one who will suffer is her child. She had little to no guidance, just people who got her out of trouble, then moved on till she needed help again. Look at her parents. I just hope she don't ruin the new guy." Another person added, "This girl condemned her own mother's behavior and turned around and did worse." And finally, even Jason tired of talking about this girl. And now we would like to know what you think about this situation. Do you believe the hype that Chrisean knowingly infected Junior with chlamydia to avoid getting cut, per her sister's words? Or is this the internet getting messy again? Y'all let us know down in the comments. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button and watch this next video because it is just as messy.